What is going on? What is going on? Let me take these off real quick. I don't need to have the headphones on for this. Oh, let me get the microphone a little bit closer. Hopefully y'all can hear me a little bit better now. Alright, long time no see as far as the whole webcam stuff is set up and stuff. Let me get this enlarged and zoomed in and get it right. Alright, so I'm just checking in real quick. Just had a quick thought and thought I would just share it with you guys. Again, we're still talking about accountability and victim blaming and all of that stuff, because I swear it is just, it's so dear to me, because I feel like this is a big issue with the kind of the black culture and everything like that. This whole accountability thing and lack of accountability thing and everything like that. So I thought, you know what? A lot of the black culture is tied with Christianity, and Christianity just is kind of tied with Americanism as a whole. I know not everybody in America is a Christian. As a matter of fact, I grew up as a Muslim myself. But I think we can all agree that, you know, most Americans have a count of Christianity or know some form of Christianity. And specifically, we know the story of Adam and Eve and the serpent in the garden and everything like that. And what I was just thinking of was like, okay, when we're talking about accountability, because, you know, what does God, you know, say about accountability and everything like that? And I know there's probably more passages, and I'm sure you guys can give it to me in the comments. Feel free. But what does he say, or how does he go about dealing with accountability and stuff like that? And we quickly actually get that in the first book. We get that in Genesis. And the story of Adam and Eve and the serpent. Now, if you don't know, just a quick synopsis. If you don't know about Adam and Eve and the serpent, basically, God put Adam in the garden. He then created Eve out of Adam's rib in order to be his helper. Married the two, and then they became the first husband and the first wife and everything like that, right? And he gave Adam, and Adam then told Eve, should have told Eve. I don't know if he did or not. I actually have to ponder that. Did he tell Eve? Anyway, God at least told Adam. He gave Adam commandments. Commandments were not to eat of the tree of knowledge, which is, you know, tree of good and evil, and then not to eat of the tree of life. Well, this commandment was disobeyed, and it was disobeyed because the snake, which a lot of people would say was the devil or Lucifer in disguise or whatever, but the snake, who was said to be the most cunning of the animals, told Eve that she could eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and that if she ate from the tree of good and evil, she would be like God, knowing good and evil. And she said, and then after that, basically, she saw that the tree looked good to eat from. She picked from it and she ate from it. She then gave that apple to Adam, telling Adam, like, hey, this is an apple that I got from this tree over here. I talked to the snake, and the snake said it was good, and so he consumed it and ate it. And upon eating that apple, both of them became aware of their nakedness. They lost their purity. They lost their innocence, quote unquote, to say. And they immediately knew that they were naked and everything like that. And so they then went to hide themselves from the nakedness to avoid shame and stuff like that. And so then God came into the garden. They hid from God. And then God basically was like, you know, where y'all at? And they were like, you know, we're behind here because we're naked. He was like, who told you y'all was naked? Did you eat from the tree that I told y'all not to eat from? And Adam immediately was like, man, this damn woman, She the one that told me it was good to eat from. You think God let that pass by because he ate it because she said to eat it? No. You know what God told him? Boy, I told you not to eat from that apple, didn't I? I'm about to punish you, but I'm about to make sure I get this girl too. Because again, she was tricked by the snake. Because again, I don't know if Adam told her about it. I'm assuming that Eve knew. But even if not, even if the snake was the one that just straight up tricked her and everything like that, she was still punished. The punishment was, the painful during childbirth and everything like that. And I know there was some other things up in there as well, but that's the main one that I remember. And then I remember not even the punishment, let me call it the consequence. The consequence of that for Adam was that Adam would have to be working lands, and it was going to be hard now. It was going to be laborious. And ultimately, the punishment for both of them was that they would eventually die. Now, did God say or make them innocent because they didn't know what they did? Because at that time they were ignorant. They were bliss. Adam just knew to follow the commandments of God. Or did each one of them have to suffer a consequence and learn from their mistake? Learn from their downfall of man. Learn from their cause of, because I know that the story is usually looked at as, when, sin entered the world. And did Eve giving that apple to Adam remove accountability from Adam? No. Didn't remove no accountability. Hey, you still ate from the apple. You shouldn't have did that. I don't care who told you. I know what I told you not to do. You did it anyway. I don't know. Y'all, hey, let me know what y'all think on this subject real quick. Like I said, it's going to be a real quick video. Rate, comment, subscribe. This is Ken the God, and I'm saying peace out. Let me know what y'all think.